historical links between the Philippines and Indonesia can be traced back since the 9th century, with both archipelagic countries constantly engaged in commerce and trade. Constant trading between the two countries resulted to formal bilateral relations and diplomatic ties in 1949, when both Indonesia and the Philippines established embassies in each capital. An Indonesian consular office was also established in Davao City, while the Philippines established consular offices in Manado and Surabaya. Both nations are the founders of ASEAN and also the founding members of the Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines East ASEAN Growth Area, or BIMPIAG. It is a sub-regional grouping primarily intended to spur development in the lagging sub-economies of the member countries by boosting trade, tourism, and investments. As part of BIMPIAG's efforts to strengthen connectivity within, the Philippines and Indonesia mutually agreed to formally open an alternative shipping route that will provide both countries faster and cheaper channel of trading goods. Considered as a traditional route of barter trading between the Philippines and Indonesia, the Davao General Santos Bitong route, which has informally existed for centuries now, offers immense potentials for international commerce and trade between Mindanao in the Philippines and North Sulawesi in Indonesia. Studies conducted by JICA USA from 2010 to 2012 revealed that the route is a proximate channel of shipment of goods between the two countries. Studies further confirm that the route is a more cost and time-efficient alternative to the usual Manila to Jakarta to Bitong route, which would take about 3 to 5 weeks of shipping time. In contrast, direct shipping through the Davao-Gensan Bitong route will take only 1 day and a half of sailing, excluding port stay.
We are thrilled to witness the establishment of the Davao General Santos Bitong Roll-On, Roll-Off Railroad. We are pleased that USAID Development Assistance Arm of the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines has been able to extend technical assistance to the Philippine government to realize this ASEAN flagship project. Today's event signals the beginning of new opportunities for the people of the Philippines and Indonesia.
While the Davao-Manila-Jakarta Bitong route costs around $2,200 or 109,098 pesos per 20-foot equivalent unit or TEU, the Davao-Gensan Bitong route will only cost around $700 or 34,713 pesos per TEU. The route will provide significant savings of approximately $1,500 or 74,000 pesos, which is about 68%. The substantial cost savings offered by the route is expected to result to improved competitiveness for Mindanao exports, while providing a more efficient access for local businesses to engage in the Indonesian market.
This is not only trading of goods, this is trading of culture, of friendship amongst countries. There are other plans for the connectivity, which includes other countries also, with the Philippines as Malaysia and lead partnership. Now, with President Duterte coming from Davao, we are very happy that he takes the lead of having Davao-Gensan Bitong, or that ASEAN connectivity between the Philippines and Indonesia go with the full support of both countries. With this initiative, there will be the so-called Made in ASEAN. This project is something like it's a dream, that came true.
A chassis roll-on, roll-off will sail the shipping route, provide a more efficient transport service, and boost trade and business activities between the three states. The MB Super Shuttle roll-out route, operated by the Asian
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of President Joko Widodo and Madam Iriana Widodo of the Republic of Indonesia, and President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and Madam Cileto Avancenia. would also like to acknowledge the presence of Davao City Mayor Inday Sara Duterte. Please take your seats. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
His Excellency President Joko Widodo, Madam Riana Widodo, and Ms. Kahing Ayu, distinguished members of the Indonesian delegation, Excellencies of the ASEAN member states, Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, Executive Secretary Salvador Mijaldia, and other members of the Cabinet, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio, other distinguished guests. Today we mark another milestone in the historic relations between the Philippines and Indonesia. Our unique bond was shaped by the vast seas that connect us. As early as the pre-colonial times, these vast seas provide for the route of barter trading and facilitate for the flow of people from and to our respective territories. During the past decades, we have further bound to strengthen our spirit of the brotherhood with the forging of sister city arrangements that promote meaningful bonds of friendship among our peoples. As we open this new maritime trade route, we reaffirm our ties with each other and commit ourselves to aspirations of a larger ASEAN community. When I visited Indonesia in September last year, one of the most important commitments that I forged with President Widodo was the opening of the ASEAN roll-on, roll-off route between the Philippines and Indonesia. This route shall be the first of the many routes that will form for the international RoRo network. It's roll-on, roll-off actually, envisioned by fellow ASEAN leaders to provide greater accessibility and open more opportunities for our countries. 7 months ago, after our meeting, I am happy to be here with President Widodo to formally launch this maiden voyage of the ASEAN RoRo shipping network, which will cross the cities of Davao and General Santos here in Mindanao and Bitong in North Sulawesi. The Davao-Jensan-Bitong route will not only connect us to the rest of ASEAN, it will also physically integrate our respective archipelagos with the rest of the region. We are hopeful that by the opening new ports and exploring possible routes, we will stimulate trade, tourism, other areas of development among ASEAN member states. This will significantly reduce the shipping time of the transported goods from the usual 5 weeks to just 2 to 3 days. The lower logistical cost for transportation will drive competition, attract new players, and increase the demand for jobs. This will not just strengthen intra-regional maritime connectivity among ASEAN members. It is also to introduce new opportunities for trade expansion with larger and emerging economies outside our region. As part of the larger ASEAN RoRo shipping network, This route will help us realize our collective goal of creating an integrated regional market that will complement our own domestic infrastructure of modernization program. I therefore call upon the private sector to play their part in harnessing the potentials of this new RoRo network. By promoting this route, you do not only take advantage of the opportunities, but also contribute to the sustainability of this entire regional shipping network. I once again thank President Widodo, the government of Indonesia, and our private partners for helping us make this first ASEAN roll-on, roll-off route possible. Let this event serves as a reminder that our relationship is not just between trade partners, but between friends that are tied together by a bond that transcends borders. Thank you very much.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, President Joko Widodo.
Your Excellency, President Duterte, Madam Hanilet, and Mayor of Davao, Madam Sara Duterte, Honorable Ministers, Ambassadors, and senior officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang umaga. Good morning. We are here this morning for a very special event. But beyond this very special event, I also feel moved and thankful to visit Davao, this wonderful city, this great region. Like you, Mr. President, I too was a mayor of a wonderful city like this, in Solo City. And also, I can very well imagine, Mr. President, how much this city means to you. And I can also very well imagine, dear citizen of Davao, how much this president mean to you. The launching of the roll-off RoRo, Ocean Transport Service, between Davao, General Santos, and Bitung is an important milestone. It will cut the amount of time for the transportation of goods between the two regions from 5 weeks to 2.5 days. This launch is happening at a favorable time. Last year, trade between our two countries increased by more than 30% from the year before. President Duterte, I know you care deeply for the areas of your proud country that are far from wealthy capital city of Manila. I too, when I took office 2.5 years ago, decided to address our imbalance in Indonesia. Most of Indonesia's development was concentrated on the island of Java, near our wealthy capital city of Jakarta. Today, much of our infrastructure development program is focused on the outer region of Indonesia. We call it building our nation from the outside inward. Ladies and gentlemen, President Duterte and I sincerely believe that the people in the outer region are just as smart, are just as strong, are just as resourceful as the rich people in the capital cities. They only need one thing only, and that is to be given a chance. I hope that this new Ro-Ro service between Davao, General Santos, and North Sulawesi represent new opportunities that will foster new businesses for both our peoples. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to express my deepest gratitude to President Duterte for your extraordinary commitment in realizing this shipping route, and to all the people from both Indonesia and from the Philippines that have worked so hard to make this shipping route possible. May this ocean transport service, this shipping route, stand as a symbol of the friendship and partnership between our peoples. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for a quick video presentation of the Super Shuttle Ro-Ro cargo loading. At this point, may we invite President Widodo and President Duterte to bang the gongs to officially launch the ASEAN Roll-on Roll-off Shipping Project. Excellencies, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the middle of the stage to see the Roro setting sail and leaving Davao.
Rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king's dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of sand, pillars of sand. I hear bells and the bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you go, there was never, never alone. This world, that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanted the king? I hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know Saint Peter won't call my name. Never alone on this world, but that was when I ruled the world.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's launching ceremony of the Davao General Santos City Bitong Roro Shipping Project. May we request everyone to stay in your seats until after the two presidents shall have left the venue.